let's talk about R. Kelly. Now, I know some of y'all might not like R. Kelly. Some of y'all might feel he's guilty, but everybody deserves a fair due process. It's your boy DZ. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. We might think R. Kelly is a pedophile, right? But everybody deserves their due process. When you're arrested for something, it's a process that the system has to go through. In his situation, right, they violated his rights, due process. And what they do is they know that they're wrong, but they go ahead and do it the way they do it because they know they can't suffer no consequence for it. They know that they shouldn't have took R. Kelly to trial. They know that he shouldn't have been charged because of the time frame. The charges that they charged him with were charges from the 90s. It was a statute of limitation. In 2003, they made it where it was no statute of limitation on those type of charges, right? But that doesn't apply to him. R. Kelly went to trial. While he was going to court, one of his girlfriends found out that he had another girlfriend, and the prosecution talked her into talking against him. When they want to put charges on you and they want to prosecute you, they are allowed to break the rules to do what they want to you. You gotta fight. So, in his situation, he went all the way to trial with the situation. They know he has appealable issues. They know they broke the rules to get the conviction. Now, they break the rules all the time to get convictions. I'm talking about R. Kelly. I'm talking about R. Kelly, how the prosecution broke the rules to get a conviction. This is what they do in the justice system. When they want to convict you of something, they will break the rules. You see it all the time. And they make it look to the public as if they're not breaking the rules. So when you see somebody charged with a crime, you automatically think that this is what they did because this is how they said it. You automatically think that the person is guilty because of the presentation from the prosecution. This is the game. So we look at it like R. Kelly's guilty. Okay, if we say he's guilty, cool, we can think that. But he still deserves a fair due process as everyone else. If they break the rules in the due process, then they gotta reverse the conviction. They took him to trial for something he already been to trial for, but they tried to revise it, right? From something from the 90s, right? When they passed a different law in 2003 to not have a statute of limitation on it. He got the right lawyer on the situation. And sometimes when you go through these processes, you have to sit, you have to fight. But in the end, the same way with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby sat in jail for 3 years and gave the whole conviction back. But us people in life, if you haven't been through these type of situations, you don't understand it unless it's happening to you. You might look at it like, oh, I would never be charged with something like that. Well, you got to look at it like, what about what you could have been charged with? Don't look at that offense as you say, this is the worst offense in the world. Look at it if you were charged with an offense, if you was guilty or not, you still deserve a fair due process. And this is what the justice system does. When they feel that they might think that you're guilty, they break the rules in the due process to get the guilty verdict. You understand what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. When they know or they feel that you're guilty about something, they break the rules to get the conviction. Now you got to go through appeals to get it reversed. They know that it's a process. They know that if we make this decision now, he's going to have to go back and fight, and it's going to take time out of his life for him to get this back into court. So if we convict him now, we're still going to get some time out of it. That's how they look at it in that system. Because they still going to get some time out of him. No, I'm not from Compton. I'm not from Compton. Not at all. Yeah, I'm talking about R. Kelly. And I say, we can say he's guilty. All right, we can feel that way. We can say, oh, we seen this, we seen that. We know he's messing with the kids, but he still deserves a fair due process. That's what's messed up about the justice system. No matter if they think you guilty, know you guilty, you still deserve a fair due process. And the system treats people unfairly when it comes to that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you have money, you can hire certain attorneys that'll go to war for you, because some will give you up. But when you got money, certain attorneys will go to war for you, and it might take a little bit of time to get your case back in court, but you can get it back in court. He has a lot of appealable issues. And listen, game is game, and I agree with that. But they got the upper hand breaking the rules under due process, and that's not fair game. It should be all fair on both ends. And we're not treated fairly when it comes to the due process, man. For real. I was checking something out last night about with the Backstreet Boys. Their manager, his name was Lou something, right? How he was taking advantage of the situation with the Backstreet Boys, right? They let this man go forever and manipulate people across the world before they got him, right? I said, they knew this man had a Ponzi scheme going on, but they let him go for so long and then charged him. It's a lot of games that the system play, man. It's a lot of games that the system play, and they don't play fair. That's the problem. We can say R. Kelly's guilty. He was wrong. but he still deserves a fair due process, man. You'll never understand it if you haven't been in that situation. And it's messed up when you don't have no control of it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have the control, because once you hire an attorney, right, you're not allowed to speak anymore. Once you hire a lawyer, you can't even talk no more. The only person that can speak for you is your lawyer. You can feel that your lawyer is wrong, not doing what they're supposed to do for you. You can't even address it. They don't want to hear from you. And what's so messed up about the law and the legal system is they know people in the world really don't have no knowledge of it. But they still play games with you instead of being honest with you, because they know you don't have no knowledge. If you got knowledge, they don't like you. You like an enemy to lawyers if you got knowledge, because they can't run that game on you. When you don't know nothing, oh, they're gonna run game on you heavy, because they understand that you don't know what's going on. It's their world. I can bet my bottom dollar that R. Kelly gives the time back. I can bet it. They get the people so excited, right, about somebody going to jail. You see how we get so excited about somebody going to jail? The man's gonna get the time back. He's gonna get the time back. What y'all think? Do y'all think he's gonna get the time back? Or y'all think that they gonna keep the conviction? Because now I explain to y'all how they played with him and how they broke the rules. This is what they do though. If you ever been in a situation, you feel me. If you haven't, you won't understand. Even if you had like a traffic ticket, right? Pay attention to this. If you got a traffic ticket and you go into the Justice of Peace Court for the traffic ticket, it's you, the cop, and the judge. Why wouldn't the judge say you're guilty? Do you see how that system is set up? The cop is going to listen to her officer. If you come in there with a traffic ticket, it's you, the police officer, and the judge. Why is she going to go against the officer? Now, I've been in a situation and I've been in there, and that's what the judge told me, right? She said, why would I go against my officer? And he said, you was speeding. I said, because I wasn't speeding. You know what the judge said? Well, I'm going to find you guilty. Bam. The judge finds me guilty of speeding. I get 5 points on my license, right? Now, I'm just telling y'all a story about myself, right? I get 5 points on my license. All right, I appeal it. I appeal the speeding ticket. I had the 5 points on my license for about 9 months, right? When I appeal the ticket, I get it in court of common pleas. So I want to let y'all know that. If you don't know, if you appeal a traffic ticket, they're going to send it to court of common pleas for you to go to that court. But they handle you in JP. You know how some people just get the traffic ticket and say, oh, I'm going to just accept it and I'm just going to plead guilty. Nah, you fight that ticket. You take that ticket all the way to trial. Because when you appeal the ticket, you get it transferred to court of common pleas now, right? And the receptionist, the people at the reception, they don't even understand this, because their job is just to clock you in for paperwork, tell you this. They don't even understand this. When you appeal the traffic ticket, you get it pushed to court of common pleas because you appealed it. Now, when you appeal it, you tell them, I want a jury trial. You understand what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all free game. Some people might not listen, some people might not understand. You tell them you want a jury trial from the traffic ticket, because if you get a traffic ticket and it's not as much money, they're going to keep it in JP court. So you transfer it to court of common pleas, you tell them you want a jury trial, right? When you tell them you want a jury trial, they're not going to want to push the jury trial for a speeding ticket. Especially if they don't have the radar, they don't have the video surveillance from the car. But they'll force you to say, take this plea because you're going to get this many points on your license and it's going to affect your insurance. And it's the mental game. They have so many cases, majority of the cases end up in pleas. They have so many cases, they end up in pleas. So you got to understand that. I just gave y'all the game about the traffic ticket. You get a traffic ticket, you take it all the way. You don't just accept it. I'm just taking it. Unless you want to pay the money. Some people feel like they don't have the time, so they just want to pay the money and get it out the way. Nah. You fight them tickets. You know what I'm saying? But in R. Kelly's situation, he's going to give the time back. He's going to give the time back. They got people hyped up. And then you check it out like this, right? They talk about the victims. What about the victims' parents? The victims' parents took their kids around this man, and they said that they was messing with the kids. I'm sure that they heard these accusations about him before they took the kid there. But you know what it is. It's money. People want money. People will sacrifice their loved ones for money. I'm going to tell you that right now. And people will act like they won't. Nah. For some money, they'll sacrifice a lot of things you think they want. Because they want some money. So we don't know personally what happened in the situation. We all got an idea of what happened, what type of stuff he was into. But he still deserves a fair due process, regardless. And that goes for everybody, man. It's a lot of people that are locked up in the system that didn't receive a fair trial. It's a lot of people like that. And that's why I say about Kamala Harris, the worst type. She was a prosecutor. Prosecutors are the worst type. They're heartless. They don't care. They don't care if they're wrong. If they're convicting somebody that didn't do the crime, they don't care. They trying to get numbers. They the worst kind, man. And once you lose that sense of being caring and wanting to help, which they do, they don't got that sense. Prosecutors ain't trying to help nobody. They gonna manipulate you to cooperate. What's going on? What's going on? Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. Prosecutors ain't no love with them. Their manipulation game is at an all-time high. When they talk to you, they want you to feel comfortable. They want to feel like they're embracing you. That's what they want. And when they flip that switch, it's a whole different person. That's their game. They're taught to butter you up and then flip on you. And if you notice, like with the witnesses that be on trial, with the YSL trial, the prosecutors was buttering them up. But when they got to the stage, that's when they flip and hold it on them. Yeah, she was locking people up for weed, man. And weed is so legal now, they said she was giving lengthy sentences. But you know, in that position, right, she has to make it look good to the other people. When they get in that position, they got to make it look good to the other people. Like they're doing extra work. Like they're helping the community. Obviously, we see, right, this process that's been going on for umpteen years is not working. Right? But this is what the process is. We all see that this process isn't working. This process that's set up, it doesn't work. It doesn't help people re-entry. It doesn't help people by sitting in the cell. It doesn't help people. And we see that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the game is foul. It's a foul game. And I'm like, why would I want to go vote for a prosecutor that I know was hammering people because she's black? I can't even get to understand that, man. I can't. And it's crazy that just a couple years ago, everybody was riding Trump. Trump was like the name for people to speak about, right? This lets you know how wishy-washy the world is. The world is wishy-washy. You think people on your side? You think people riding with you? Ain't nobody with you. A lot of y'all need to understand that. The people sitting right next to you, hoping you fall, you think they riding with you. He said, dude doesn't really care about abortions or drugs. He just wants to make shit affordable. Hey, listen. Hey, I want him to make it affordable. Don't you? Because if we all out here continue to struggle, because most of the world is struggling right now. They act like they made a pay raise, but everything went up. So it's a mental thing to keep you down. Who's winning? Tell me who's winning, man. Because most people are punching the clock, running around the clock just to pay their bills. So I'm like, I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen Kamala in there for the last 4 years, and it's like we all in distress out here. It doesn't even like mentally feel like things are working out for everybody in the world. So we can't lie. We can't lie. Like, it doesn't even feel like, you know how sometimes you might have a feel like, oh, things is going good. Who feels like that? Who feels like things are going good? Nah. It's just a bunch of chaos. It's a bunch of lies. A bunch of games. The system. Yeah. So us people, black people, would be a fool to be manipulated by this situation. She brought Megan Thee Stallion out there to dance at the rally. That's how it should let you know how she looks at us. Come on, man. Yeah, ain't nobody paying attention to that, huh? Ain't nobody see that, huh? She brought Megan Thee Stallion out. Trump brought Chef G out. This should let you know how they look at us. Why is the black folk so important right now? Why? Why is it so important right now? What is this? Is something going on? Why is the black... I've never seen it where as though the black vote was this important, right? That both candidates is going out their way to get rappers. That's how you know the world's a joke. It's a joke. Both candidates are going out of their way to get rappers so that the world can see that they're connected to the rappers. Come on, man. He said Black America should go back in the Republican Party like it was intended. Let's make stuff fair and affordable. Hey, I'm for whatever's fair and affordable. I'm with that. I'm with that. And when Trump was in there, it felt like the world was running a little better. I don't care about what nobody's saying. And that's the thing about people. People always looking at what somebody says. I don't care what he says. That's his personal beliefs and how he feel. But what is his actions showing what he going to do for the country? You understand what I'm saying? So Kamala get up there and gather all these people and get all these people that's saying they support her. But what is she doing? Like, what do you see? Do you think that she has a business mind like Trump to run the world? No. We know that. She don't got that business mind. She slept her way through the game. Judge Joe Brown told you. She slept her way through the game. And she did it with white people. But the black people were so in tune to say that they want to mess with her. She slept her way through the game with white people. She wasn't doing it with black people. She wasn't concerned about you. Come on. Do you think she was concerned about you? Why are y'all so concerned about her? Because she's manipulating you to tell you to vote for me? Man, please, man. You'll fall for anything if you fall for that. A lot of things in the world is real mental, man. They know the mental games to play on us, because this is a mental game that's being played amongst us. We just don't see it. We're looking at something else, which we always do. We always looking at the picture as another picture, right? But it's always something else. And listen, I never said that he came across racist. That's just what people say, because he's the way he is. The man is the way he is. And that's the thing about people, right? People judge people because of them being them, but then they don't want them to be them. Ain't that the crazy thing? You judge a person for being themselves, but you want a character. Kamala Harris is a character. That's not who the real person is. But that's what we've been taught from the beginning of time. The person that can manipulate you the best is the person that you should look towards. If you can put a mask on and sell this mask, then you're good. Don't be yourself. The news anchors, all these people that get on TV, they're being something that they're not. They're portraying something to make you feel like this is what they are, but they're really not. And we go and look at it like these people are, they're not really that. TV is set up to make you look at things different than what they are. If you be your authentic self on TV, they're going to cancel you. That's why people got their YouTube channels and different platforms now, because they can be themselves. You go be yourself on TV, you can be the best at what you're doing. People can want to watch you being yourself. But if you ain't following that line of protocol, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna get you out of there. You're not fit for this. Well, I was doing a good job. Nah, you didn't follow protocol. You're not fit for this. It's a protocol in the system with the higher ups. If you want to be in that lifestyle, you got to follow that. The people that you see in them lifestyle, they following that protocol. He said, dude is still the president right now, but we know Harris is running the show. Vote for Harris if you're happy with America right now. And listen, that's where I'm at with it. Why would I vote for somebody that I've seen in the office for 4 years and nothing felt like it touched us? These people went on the Breakfast Club saying, you're not black if you don't vote for me. And we didn't hear nothing from them after that. And we're so dumb that we're going to get tricked again. Like, come on. They went on they went on the Breakfast Club and said, you're not black if you don't vote for me. That was a red flag for me there. That was a red flag for me. Think that wanted me to make me vote for you because you said that? The manipulation. I always went about things my own way. I think you get more things done that way. Following what everybody else doing, you only going to limit yourself. Followers limit themselves. Charlamagne is a sellout. Of course he's a sellout. Of course Charlamagne's a sellout, because he has to push the narrative what they think the black people should do. Go with the Democrats. So he has to push that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't somebody have their own opinion about how they feel about what they feel and they can still run the country? If he feels what he feels about what he feels, that's his personal belief. You people have personal beliefs, but you might not say it. That's the crazy thing. That's the difference. Trump says what he feels. Man, you gotta respect that. I can't respect these people that are putting a mask on in front of us to make us think that they with us. Nah. Be yourself. If you an asshole, you should be that. Stop putting this fake show on. What you can say is Trump is not putting a fake show on. We keep electing fake people expecting real results. Let's just put it like that. We keep electing fake people expecting real results. That makes sense? Because Harris is up there being fake. Harris is being fake. Do you see that smile? Do you see them eyes? You can look into her eyes and see the snake. You see, people don't like that Trump don't shoot, and that's it. That's the bottom line. They don't like that Trump is not going with the get along. They don't like that. Biden's been in there going with the get along. You see how he was hollering that he wasn't getting out the race when they said, buddy, you're done. Boop, push the button. It was over for him. It couldn't have happened to Trump. Trump would have put his foot down. Now, this is what I'm doing. And that's what they don't like. That's what they don't like. The man's there 80 years old. He understands what he likes to do. He understands the type of person he is. He just delivered it to other people, letting you know, this is me. You going to accept me for me or what? We got these people that get up there and run, and they be somebody else, and y'all get to voting for these people, and they really not who they say they are. That's the problem. So you want people to continue to sell you lies and hope, and it doesn't benefit you just because they're black? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm not going for it. I'm not, some people out there might, oh, well, nah, I'm not going to go for somebody just because of their color. Nah, I'm not doing it. Because from what I seen, black people will turn on you quick. Your own people will turn on you quick. So that saying right there is out the window for me. I've had black people testify on me that were lying. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going for that race card that because she's black. I've had black people do some of the worst things to me, so I'm not going for that. You understand what I'm saying? I've had black people, I have white people, I've had both people, so I'm not going for it. I'm going on personality. That's where I'm at with it. Are you going to be yourself? I'm not going to keep going for the fake people. How many years are we going to do that? How many years are we going to continue to vote for hope? Tell me that. How many years? You might as well not vote at all. So color doesn't matter, but a man, woman who was told they can't because of race, but succeed regardless, makes for a great human. Okay. She's not black, she's Indian. And listen, I say the same thing. I say the same thing, that she's Indian. But you know, with the manipulation game, all you gotta do is identify as black. If your skin color a little brown, people fall for everything. You know what I'm saying? Then if you go pull the history up on her, right, and you show that this is the nationality, she'll have an excuse for that too, because they know how to manipulate. You can look at her smile and see that she's manipulating, y'all. You can look at that. But for people that are strong-headed, they see through that. They know most of the people that are Democrats are looking for a handout. Where can I, So they know how to appeal to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? The same shit with Obama. Same shit. They put Obama in there, and Obama might have done some things. But believe me, they're not going to let a black person get in there and turn things all around for black people. They're not going to do that. The things are already designed the way they're designed. They're not letting, because you're black. Hold up. If they was to sense something like that, they're going to turn it around. They're going to turn it around. Now, the white folks are going to help the white folks. They're going to do that because they're already in position. They're heavily in position. There's a whole bunch of them, right? The black people, it's minimum of them in position. Don't get out of pocket. That's what people got to understand. The black people that are up in them rooms, they were put there. They were put there. Now, they might have put work in. Don't get me wrong. You got to put work in, and you got to kiss a little butt. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We're not going to sugarcoat it. You got to put the work in, and you got to kiss a little butt. You know them people, they want to see that you just do a little boot licking. They want to see a little boot licking. So for them to get in that position, they got to do a little boot licking. No boot licking, no play. I'm going to tell you that right now. I want 100% black president just based on principle coming from a white dude. Now, listen, I would love to see that, right? But I'm going to tell you why it won't happen. You see how black people are clowned upon and how we got to get famous from being clowns? They not going to let nobody black get up in there and run it that's solely black, because they know they're going to flip the script. You hear me? They're not going to let that happen. You won't see it happen. Obama's mixed. Got the color on him, so they put the color in front of us, manipulators, right? But they knew Obama going to follow protocol. Obama's been showing for years that he's going to follow protocol. He's not going to buck the system. They put a black person in there and buck the system, it'll mess everything up. You hear me? So they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Warping your reality. Black Americans are the 10% the population, but dominate pop culture. I play music myself, and my idols are black. Listen, it's not a lot of black people compared to white people. I think it's 40 to 50 million black people, and it's like 150 or 190 million white people. But black people just have an amazing talent, an amazing coordination. People want to see it. But they keep us dumb so that we got to be puppets to their game. You hear me? Pay attention. The ones that smarten up and try to branch off on their own, they destroy them. They dismantle them. Because they're not going to allow you to get that kind of power. They even let you feel like it. The ones that you think got power, they got power under somebody else. So it's somebody over them that they still got to answer to. They don't have that real power. You see what they doing to Diddy. You see what they're doing to Diddy. Diddy went out there, right, and sued somebody, something that he has a right to do, but he sued somebody that was heavy in the world, not heavy in the street, not heavy in the game, heavy in the world. And you know what they did? They hit every media outlet to destroy him. His information, his business, his life is in every media outlet daily. They said, we're going to fix you. Like Jock Ewing said in Dallas, nobody gives you power, you take it. Yeah, they're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take the power when you feel like you got something. They're going to allow you to play. They will allow you to play for a certain amount of time. Our people, we don't understand when you're in position, stay humble. When you're in position, stay humble. You don't have that cockiness to fling it around like they do. Because they just looking and waiting for your time to end. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, Black America formed rock and roll, jazz, rap, and changed the world. They did. Black people are very talented, and there's some white people that are talented too. But the coordination of black people is just totally different. When you go watch the sports, you see it. I put Tom Brady up there with the coordination of black people because that's one white guy that for all them years he went hard. But the coordination of black people is different, man. Hey, man, my Cash App is SBGB TV. So, Cash App, sign, money sign, SBGB TV. You can do everything there. I don't know what you're talking about, the $20. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady is definitely the GOAT. Tom Brady is the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. You know what I mean? And I got to give it to him because the man went years performing in any weather. But honestly, he had a good team too because you need the team because you see when he moved, he didn't have the same strength. He didn't have the same strength. We see that, but he definitely the GOAT. But the talent, man, you see the talent of black people, man. They have a strong talent. Their athletic abilities are amazing. It's amazing. We love to watch it. Even when we was watching the track and field, was it yesterday? Yeah. The guy from the U.S. He turned the Jets on. He turned the Jets on. Simone Biles. She's a beast. Sha'Carri Richardson. And it was a lot of people that was on there that you seen the talent. But Simone Biles, I don't know if y'all watched her flipping. If y'all watched her flipping and on that balance beam, that was some amazing work. That is a talent that she has. And she does it effortlessly. She was flipping. She was doing 2-3 flips in the air and landing solid. You got to give it to her. And the crazy thing, I was hearing people saying, what's next for her? What do you mean, what's next? She just killed this. What you mean? This is what it is. And you know, at one time she was snapping and then I guess she fell off a little bit. But she's back better than ever with it now. All right, bro, man. Go ahead, go fishing, man. Enjoy your fishing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I might go fishing this weekend myself. Fishing is like a good peace of mind. You get a good peace of mind fishing, man. You get a good peace of mind fishing. I like it. You know, in your zone. It's a quiet, it's a moment to yourself. Yeah. But you know, back to what we was talking about with the prosecution playing games. We got Kamala Harris, the prosecutor, running for the president. And y'all think she's a good candidate. Isn't it mighty funny how they just threw her to us? Isn't that funny? Because from what I seen, it was like 8 other people that had a shot. It seemed funny to me that they just bumped her up. They didn't even do debate or anything to see who's going to be the next person. They just said, all right, Kamala. They know Trump going to get it. Just put her in there for entertainment, because obviously this is entertaining us. Obviously this is entertaining us. This is the focus. But I want y'all to leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. The channel's growing. We got the merch on the way. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It's your boy DZ. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.